it's Jason. I'm here for a Daily Dose of Hope Day 365. So nice to meet you. Nice to see you again. Daily Dose of Hope is just an attempt to find that middle path in between the two polarities, to find a bit of peace in there. This is something I was guided to do about a year ago, and my guide said that I could come on and give a daily dose of hope because the energies on our planet would start to pick up. And as the energies pick up, as everything that we see starts out as an energy, and we're just seeing it being broadcast or projected out onto the physical plane. And so we're seeing that now. And so yeah, I'd like to, hold on a second. We're just seeing it. Yeah, I was just checking the sound. Okay, so, and what I'd like to always bring in is the yin and yang symbol. So this is the representation of the world that we live in, the third dimensional world. We have two different sides. In each side, there's a little bit of the other side, and they are perfectly balanced but inverted. And this is the system, the third dimensional system. And what we attempt to do is to see this system and see that it works perfectly for what it is designed to do. It is designed to give us all of these different experiences. It is designed to allow us to see both sides completely. And if you look, though, there is a middle path in between both sides. It's kind of small, it's kind of hard to see, but it's there. And it's possible to walk down that middle path without jumping into fear or any emotions for fear or judgment or anger or sadness, which would take you away from that middle path and take you away from your peace, right? So peace is the thing that we're after. I think I'm not just speaking for myself, but I think we're all kind of after peace. I mean, that's what we're looking for. We just want a little bit of peace in our lives. We just want a little bit of peace, yeah. But the polarities now, they have been increasing. The polarization is very strong on either side now. And one easy way to notice this is that you just go outside and have a conversation with a random person. There's certain words you know to avoid. There's 5 or 6 different words. You know if you say those words, you're going to cause an emotional reaction. That's polarization. When I was growing up, we didn't have those 5 words that you could just, any conversation, anywhere, pretty much now, almost anywhere out in the whole world. And you're going to have that immediate emotional reaction. That's polarization at its finest. So, but now, the other reason that we stay in the neutral path is that when you are in for example, when you're triggered by one of those words, you are not yourself anymore. You're being controlled by the emotion that word has been built around that word. In a sense, it's magic. It's basically it. That's why it has so much power. You know, we believe in it, and we are the ones that put the magic in it because we've got the emotions. We put the emotions in it, and then we're not there anymore. If you look, when people are triggered, you look at their face and you notice that there's something vacant there. And that's, because they're not there. And so when you're there, you're not yourself anymore. And when you're not yourself, your emotions can be used by others, and they are. And that's how all the stuff that goes on our planet that we don't want to happen happens. When we become unconscious, that's when our energies are used. When we're conscious and we're walking down that middle path, we're standing in our power, and our energy can't be taken from us because we are using our energy and we're understanding our energy. And we know at times we can be triggered by words, and we say, oh, that word triggered me. Okay, I understand. I'm going to take a step back from it. I'm not going to invest my hard-earned emotions into that. And so that's what that's about. In addition to what's happening now is that the polarities are being even more polarized. And that is by design to push us to that neutral path. It's harder and harder for people to exist here or here. And another aspect of this is I've been approached a few times, well, many, many times, by beings that are on this side that are trying to hide in my energy field, in my aura. And sometimes they ask, and sometimes they just kind of they're squatters. And I have to kick them out. Like, what are you doing? This is my energy field. And the reason that they're doing it is because they can't exist here anymore. This place is getting closed down. This planet that we live on, this structure is not working the same way anymore. It's being pulled apart. And so while it's being pulled apart, that middle path is going to become clearer and clearer. And the people that are polarized, especially over here, they can't live, they can't survive. It's untenable for them. And so what they do is they try to latch on to people that are unaware of their energy. But what's going to happen, though, is that's also going to become impossible soon. And then the only way for them to remain is to be service to others. And some of them have learned that, and they're doing a little bit of service to others, but they're still, but it's only a limited time. This is a transition time. And so it's not going to last. I mean, they have to decide, do they want to be on this new paradigm or not? I mean, it's not, you can't really have it both ways. And anyway, that's what we're at here. And yes, I just wanted to share that today. This is my site. You can click here for spiritual guidance. I have channeling sessions, 3 different types, and testimonials below. I have offerings. I have a mug. Oops. And the mug just opened up. And I have this here light working group, which we meet twice a month. And we have Q&A channelings, and so you have access to that, and sound bath, 1 sound bath a month, plus the archives, about 50 plus hours of channeled material back from 2023 until now, and the sound baths. So for example, the channeled material, you get the video and the transcript, and the sound baths are all here. You can download them if you want to put them on your device and listen to them when you're feeling down. I know I listen to this one a lot, the January 25th sound bath. It really helps me, picks up my mood. It helps me when I'm blue. So yeah, so you have access to all that kind of stuff if you're interested. And yeah, so today is my 365th day of doing this. So I've been coming on almost a year now, almost every day. But I started in February, so yeah, I missed a few days along the way, as you do. And it's been an interesting journey. This daily dose of hope was something that I thought I was doing for other people. I was here to help other people, and that was what my intention was, and that's what my guide suggested. But what I found is that these daily doses of hope have helped me to get through what was and what is kind of a very difficult year. And so thank you, because of all of you, and that we can kind of share this energy and share this. It's really been helpful for me. As the Course in Miracles says, you receive, you give what you receive what you give. And so thank you all of you for being there and for joining me on this journey. I don't know where this journey is, but this is kind of one kind of slight ending of a portion of the journey for me. And I will continue to post. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it daily, but this was yeah. So thank you so much for joining in with this. And yeah, I've been recently, the past few days, I've been just, I'm not sure what the heck is going on, but my guides have said that well, this is what happened a few days ago. I've been like at night, I've been kind of like in pain for no reason. And then when I wake up in the morning, I'm kind of okay, but I just kind of sleepless nights in pain. And it's, all kinds of stuff. It's interesting. I mean, it's not like Western medical stuff. It's nothing like that. It's not, it's just, stuff that kind of gets you and then goes away. And, but one thing that my guides were saying is that one of my workplaces, it's built on a ley line. It's built on a portal, as most of my workplaces are for some reason. And it's built on it was a portal that was tuned to the minus side. A portal is just like if you think about like an electrical voltage or something, it can be tuned negatively or positively or neutral. And a lot of the ley lines, a lot of the portals were charged negatively, and the way they charge it negatively is by doing their wacky weird stuff over those places, all that stuff that you've probably read about or heard about. That's why they do it to charge the negative energy. And so a lot of the places that I work for some reason seem to be built on these portals. And so my job in going to them, in addition to doing like the job that I'm kind of paid for, is just to work with the energy there. And I went, most of the places they're kind of tuned pretty much to the neutral place now. But one of them, I went there a few days ago and I was feeling a live energy feeling. You know, when there's a live wire. I'm not sure if you guys, I'm sure you do. You know that if there's kind of a live wire somewhere or live electricity somewhere, there's that kind of static feeling in the air. It's a little bit like unbalanced, that kind of thing. And I was feeling it there, and I was asking my guys, what the heck is this? What's going on? And they said, well, yeah, it's recalibrating. The ley lines are recalibrating, and especially that one. And it's almost approaching the neutral point. And so, yeah. And that energy will also affect me as well. And it's going to be like the side effect is it's going to make me kind of tired. But what they didn't tell me was that in addition to being really tired, it's painful, like body pains. And what they said about those pains, it's kind of like growing pains. So I'm getting all kinds of weird upgrades, but it's not very pleasant, to say the least. But one of the things I wanted to talk about today was this. It was kind of interesting. So last night, I live in Japan, but that's kind of irrelevant. There's storms everywhere. But last night there was a really heavy spring storm, and I had my window open, and I had my head by the window, and I was just enjoying like just this wild kind of like storm. But and then when I woke up this morning, like my right ear, I can't hear out of it, and it feels like the storm like went into my ear. There's a storm on my ear now, and there's just this white noise sound, and it's tuned to F or Fa, the F key on the piano, the high F key. And so every time I whistle or sing, I'm always harmonizing with this sound in my head, so it's kind of interesting, but it's also really annoying. But there's actually a term for it that I checked out. It's called diplocusis, and so it's a hearing disorder whereby a single auditory stimulus is perceived as different pitches between the ears. And it also happens in one ear as well. And so, for example, I'll whistle one note and then I'll hear the higher note above. And so it's kind of interesting auditory effect. And so, yeah, I just wanted to share that. And I don't know why this window keeps doing that. So that's all I wanted to share. And so I'm just going to go into a channeling today. So the reason I'm going into this and saying is just that it's been a rough few days. So I'm going to go into, hold on, let me close this, stop screen share. All right. So I'm just going to go into a channeling. So this will be the last of the 365 daily doses of hope. There will be more, but this is one kind of set is ending, and I think I'm going to take a break after this. All right, so here we go. I'm going to go into a channeling, and I'm going to ask them, what's the lovely question? What the heck is going on? If you've seen in the world, if you're watching this in the future, many different things have happened all around the world. Many famous leaders are stepping down, and some are passing away, and it's kind of an interesting time. I think this is the beginning of a very interesting time on our planet, as everything is being revealed. All of the things that were thought of as wacky things that people are saying, oh, that's crazy that you think that, or that you can believe that, are actually being revealed as true, and which is, of course, right. But so that's the time that this is a time of disclosure, a giant time of disclosure. And it's a really important time to stay in the middle path and enjoy yourself and stay in your peace. So I'm going to go into a channeling and ask if they have anything to share for today, April 23rd, 2025. Yeah, here we go. Greetings. We are that one that you know of as Yeshua. We are here, and we're here, and we're here, and we're here with this being. We're here with all of you. We're here sending love to all of you, sending peace to all of you. You are all such wonderful warriors of light on this planet. You have been moving through some of the most complicated and difficult times this planet has ever seen. And you're doing it with such grace. We admire the grace with which you go through your day, the grace with which you go through your nights, the grace with which you process all of the information that you're receiving. We admire all of the beauty that you are doing, the beauty that you don't even realize at times that you are doing, that you are creating. You walking through your lives, tuned to the frequency of love, is one of the most powerful things that anyone can do anywhere in the universe at any time. Especially now, with the frequency so high, with the polarity so high, you being able to walk in between, walking in the middle of the storm, at the eye of the storm, without jumping into the waters of the storm, is power, true power for all of you. You are changing the world by doing that. And the more of you that start to move to the middle, to the eye of the storm, the more of you will start to realize that the storm really isn't a storm. The storm is an absence. The storm is an acknowledgement of an illusion. And that is what you'll start to realize when you move to the middle point. The more you see the stories playing out around you, the more they seem more and more unrealistic. That is it. That is because they are unrealistic. They are not real. And the more that you are in the middle of the storm, you see them falling away because their unreality is what destroys them. Their unreality is what topples the castles that are made in sand. They are castles made in sand, and you are not a castle made in sand. You are built on a very solid foundation of love. And when you realize that in this eye of the storm, you realize that there is no storm, that the storm never existed, that the storm was there to make you realize that the storm never existed, to make you realize that you are where you need to be, exactly where you are right now. You are in love, and that is the place to be, and that is the only place to be. And that is what you realize when you reach that point. The storm is over. The storm is an illusion. The storm is there to make you realize that you are love. You are love. You are love. All right. So yeah, it's kind of like a bit of an emotional last thing. I guess I'll do the last kind of, it's not the last, but it just feels like kind of something. Feels like a last sort of thing. So I'm going to go into, I guess, a pocket of peace. So pocket of peace for day 365, a year of daily doses of hope. And here we go. Pocket of Peace is a guided meditation. You can join it if you want. If you don't want to, that's fine as well. People join in however they, in many different ways, by dancing, by singing, by drawing, however you'd like. So here we go. Pocket of Peace for day 365. So I'd like you guys to imagine that you're in a place that makes you feel the most relaxed. Just be in that place. Whether it's by the ocean or in your room or wherever it is, just be there. And take a few deep breaths in that place. And feel the peace around you. Good. Yeah, you can feel it. I can feel it. All right. So now I'd like you to imagine that this mist of unconditional love, this golden light of unconditional love that comes towards you, and it starts to come towards you, and it surrounds you. It's like a gentle mist, like an energetic hug. And the golden light is so beautiful. It's mixed in with some autumnal colors, so fitting for this last day of the Daily Dose of Hope. And you just feel it and just surrounding you, and it's just making you feel so relaxed. And you feel so at home. You feel good. You feel like, wow, I feel better than I've felt in a really, really long time. And I feel like I'm home, which is interesting. I'm not home, but I feel like I'm home, more at home than I've ever felt in my life. And in this feeling, there's no fear, there's no regret, there's no sadness, there's no pain, there's no loneliness. There's just you unconditional love, feeling the love and feeling it, just energizing your whole body. Your whole body is now lit up now with love, and it's so powerful, and it just wants to expand, and it does, and it does, and it does, and it expands out into your room, and now your whole room is filled with love. Everything is lit up, and it's just so powerful. You look at everything and you just feel so much hope. It's just glimmering. Everything is just illuminated in this beautiful, gentle light that's so powerful, and it's so life affirming. Everything you see. And now this love is just so powerful. It can't be contained. Your love can't be contained. And so this unconditional love, your birthright, the stuff that you're made out of, is just expanding. And it's bigger now than this room. And it's expanding out into all of the highways and all of the byways, all the city ways, all the subways, all the riverways, all the ocean waves, all the frequency waves, all of those frequencies, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever they are that are out there. We've changed them into love. It's broadcasting out everywhere throughout the whole mass consciousness. You see it, you can hear it. It's just love everywhere. Everything is surrounded by love, and everyone's starting to pick up on it. They're looking around, they're saying, I don't know what just happened, just like the lights just got turned on, and everything is feeling good now. Everything's feeling right now. Everything's feeling on. Things were feeling a bit off, but now they're on. And I feel like, you know what? I feel like the universe has my back. The universe has your back, has our backs. And I feel like I'm kind of bigger now. I feel like I was walking down in this dark tunnel. I didn't even know where I was. I didn't know where I was going. But all of a sudden, you know what? I got the hope now. I've got the hope back. And now I've got the hope. And now nothing can stop me, and nothing can stand in my way with the hope. The hope is mine. The hope is mine. It's not yours. It doesn't come from outside of you. Your hope is yours. You don't have to look outside of you. It's been inside of you all the time, walking along with you on that journey. And now you realize that the hope is yours. And you don't have to get it from outside. You get it from inside, and you project it out. Now everyone's starting to feel that hope, and they're saying, yeah, this is my hope. This is my hope. And all those problems that were in their way, they're so small now, and they're just stepping over them and saying, goodbye, problems. It's time for me to move on. It's time for me to get really, really big. And now we're sending this love out into all the stories out there in the media, out there in all the mass consciousness, all stories of sadness, all stories of fear, all stories of anger. They're changed into love stories. All of those people pushing these narratives of fear, we're pushing narratives of love into their narratives of fear. No more narratives of fear. Out, narratives of fear, and in narratives of love. And that's what we're doing. And the love is really powerful. You can see these narratives of fear just exploding into narratives of love now. They're all narratives of love. And the creators of those narratives, they can't even capture that narrative anymore. It's unraveling into one of love, and they're saying, I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. You're supposed to be in love now. That's what you're supposed to do. No more pushing these narratives of fear. They're over. It's done. All right. And now everyone around the world is feeling it, feeling the hope. And this hope is a pocket of peace that all of you can create. You don't need me. You don't need anyone to do it. You can do it yourself wherever you are. And you can change the world as we're doing it one step at a time, as all of you are doing. All right. So there we go. Pocket of peace for day 365. I hope you're hopeful. I'm feeling a lot better. So yeah, and ciao for now. Usually say hopefully see you tomorrow, but I'm not sure. We'll see how this thing goes. Gotta get some guidance, but for now, thanks everyone. Hope you're hopeful, and go beach, and ciao for now.